Welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron, and I'm very excited to be joined today by Chris Riggi. Chris, welcome.
Hi, Aaron. How are you?
I'm doing great. I can't wait to chat with you today about your new film called Abduct that you wrote, directed, produced, and starred in.
What are we looking for?
Chris,
He was
You
taken.
could be a little confused with what you saw.
What the hell? Where'd you come from again?
I'm Chris.
And what is the other things that we're doing?
Chris.
Nothing. He could be a Chris. He's not our Chris. He's gonna keep saying that he's Chris. He's not Chris. He's Asian. He's about your height. Just whatever you do, if it gets scary, don't call the cops.
Where's his face? This has been a fun day, guys. This has been real fun.
You don't fucking move. We're gonna get this out of you. Just throw up or shit out whatever you fucking took.
But before we get to that, I want to do a quick introduction. So, you are a writer, a director, a producer, an actor. You've starred in such films as American Crime Story, the Gossip Girl series, and
There he
Vampires
is.
Suck. I've got to show this because there you are on the cover as Jacob White. Um, well, let's see. Let's jump right into Abduct. So this is a sci-fi horror psychological thriller. I've had the chance to watch it twice now. I'm a
Oh,
fan. I think you've created something really special. It's a lot of fun, and there's a twist that I didn't see coming. And just to give a quick overview, it's about a weekend getaway where a woman's boyfriend goes missing, seemingly abducted, and returns in the body of another man. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, Chris, thanks again for chatting with me today. My first question for you about Abduct is what was the inspiration for your film?
oh, well, it must have been 5.5 years ago, something like that. I
Mhm.
was driving in the mountains in like Placid with my wife, um, and and I just was there was kind of like a lull in the conversation for a second,
Yeah.
and I was
And she
like,
disappeared.
and
I'm just
she's
kidding.
gone. But if you ever drive to Lake Placid, it's gorgeous up in the
Oh,
mountains, and it
yeah,
was
absolutely.
snowing, and it was gorgeous, and it gave me like The Thing vibes because that's one of my all-time favorite movies. John
Yes.
Carpenter's The Thing. Um, and there was silence, and then I just like turned to her and I was like, "What if bunch of friends went on a trip, and then a guy?" It actually just started as simply as this sentence, like, "What if a guy went missing and then came back in the body of somebody else?" And obviously, I might have added something there that I don't want to give away,
Of
but
course, yes.
and
No
she
spoilers.
she just goes, "That's it. That's it." I had been going 105 miles. I got pulled over because I was so excited about this idea.
Oh,
My
no.
gas, yeah, I was like I was driving like maybe 30 miles, 25, whatever you don't get
Oh, my
arrested
gosh.
with.
In the Adirondacks,
Yeah,
right?
and so I had to get a lawyer and I had to pay
Oh,
and
my
get out
God.
of it. But I came out with a
Yikes.
movie. Um,
Yeah. Well, there's a
but
win.
it was that paranoia thing that happens in The Thing, when the whole
Mhm.
movie's about paranoia and like, who are you? What are you? What's happening? Can I trust the person I'm in a room with, isolated? And it just was that it started off with a thing, and it went in so many different directions. But that was the original thing, I think. I think it was The Thing and that drive. And
Yeah.
from there, we just went into the beat, put everything on a board with index cards and try to figure this whole thing out. So
So
it
did
was,
you that's fantastic. So my next question actually was about writing it. So you had the
mhm.
idea. What was it like writing? You co-wrote it with Ken Kirby, who also
Yes.
stars in it. Um,
Mhm.
I don't want to give anything away. Who also stars in the film? What's it
It's a
like
tough one. It's a
co-writing?
tough
And
one.
yeah, yeah,
It's a tough one to talk about. It's an even tougher one to promote because there's a lot of stuff I can't show in the trailer that I would
yeah,
love to.
yeah. But I think what you do show I mean, it hooked me.
Yeah.
Watched your film and then reached out to you, and here we are. So
Yeah.
um,
I I
anyway,
I
so what's
have
it
to
like writing with a co-writer and who is also
I
an actor in the film? Like I
I have
said.
to give so many props to Ken because listen, we he needed something at that point. Like I came back to LA with this idea, and Ken had just kind of gotten out of a relationship, and he was like, I need something to distract myself. And so I pitched him the idea, and I said, you're going to
Mhm.
play. At the time, his name was something else. But I, for confusion's sake, when I was on set, it was a last minute decision to change my name to his name to Chris. But anyway, so
Okay.
we basically were like, all right, let's save the cat out of this. Let's put everything on a huge board. And Ken came in, and he's so good at, and I can't stress enough about collaboration with people. Like it, if you want to write a screenplay, like work with somebody because you're so in your head, and Ken is so good about being like, no, and this happened. I'm like, no, but Ken, that is so crazy. That doesn't work. He's like, just put it on there, put it on there. So within a week, and I don't want to lie here, like I don't want to hide the fact that my
Mhm.
wife had almost everything to do with the fact that it was written. Like it was all three of us. It's me and my wife and Ken. Just all right, we have 40 cards. Let's fill these cards. We know Save the
Mhm.
Cat. We've all read screenplay. We're all actors, so we know story. We love story.
Yep.
And we wrote it around our friends at the time. And it was a week. We wrote the entire I mean, I posted a picture of it on, I think, Abduct's Instagram, where it's like that was like our workstation. And within a week we had a treatment, and I mean, I want to say within two
Wow.
weeks we had like a first draft. Um, and it changed
That's
so
impressive.
much. Yeah, it was like a two. I mean, budgeting wise, it was a huge movie at one point. It was so big. But yeah, Ken,
Mhm.
Ken and my wife and I, we all wrote the movie. Um, the
That's
original,
amazing.
yeah, the original
Yeah, I
version of it.
love
Yeah.
hearing about your creative process. So do you like to map out like the structure of it? So you keep referring to the board and like the plot points and the beats, and then sort of work from the structure, the big picture, and then work backwards to writing the scenes?
It all starts with the log line, and it all starts with the general idea.
Of
And
course, yes.
and it's like for me, if I don't write this, someone else will, then that means I have to write it.
Mhm.
Um, like, is it Big Magic? I cannot remember. Is it Marianne Williamson? I cannot remember who wrote this, where it's like, um, if you don't write it, that idea leaves you and goes somewhere else, and someone will
Mhm.
write that idea. I
And
firmly
someone,
believe that.
yeah,
It has happened too many times. So yeah, I start with the log line, and I start with like that idea of like, man, if you don't get to this, someone else will. So yeah,
yeah.
that's
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
So you worked with Ken, and Nicole Sun plays Emma in the film, jumping to her because she is
She's the best part of the
incredible,
movie.
so
Yeah.
talented. Oh my God, yeah, yeah, she's amazing.
She came on
You,
so
I
late.
mean, you're
She
fantastic too, so I don't want to take any credit away from you. But what was the casting process like, and how did it
oh
all come together?
man, I just love this movie so much, and I'm so grateful to talk about it because it was such a process. As any
Mhm.
movies are. Like Nicole Sun is an app. I've known her for years, and I would shoot like sketches with her, and I just know how good she is. And I think the key here, and I want to keep talking about Nicole, but like this goes together with her brilliance, is that if you get comedic actors who are genius improvers and put them in a high stakes situation,
Mhm.
that's the key. Like you will end up with lines and dialogue and moments that you could never have written. And
Yeah.
that's what happened here. Like 90% of what I used was just they were working around the lines and trying to figure it out. And like she's so good in this. And then there's a
Mhm.
scene. She's also like the funniest person I've ever met.
Oh, she seems like it.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
incredible.
go ahead.
And,
What
and
scene are we going to refer to?
well, it's crazy because she really came alive in the basement scene. Because like before that, I think it was day.
Mhm.
I'm gonna jump around so much, but
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
we were in the
I'm
beginning of the shoot almost, right?
okay.
And so we hadn't gotten to the meat of it yet. We were kind of figuring everything out. And the basement scene um is when she sees me, is interrogating me for the first time.
Yes.
Um, and she just lit up and just was just saying the best stuff that I
Mhm.
could have never written. And honestly, like I'd be remiss if I didn't like this is not a downer. We were in the middle of shooting, but I think it was a few days before shooting, my
Mhm.
dog had developed a cough, right? And
Oh
people were
gosh.
like, well, where are we going? Where are we going with this? And
Yeah, yeah.
a few
Say
days
more.
before shooting, yeah, my dog developed a cough and we got him tested and we were just going in and out of the hospital while we were about to shoot. And so a couple days into shooting, like, it was really sad because he ended up passing away. We were on day
Oh, I'm
three.
so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. Barkley, my boy. It was 3 days. I was shooting in the hills,
Mm.
the green light alien abduction scene, and I had to drive back, and it was within a few hours. We had to bring him to the hospital. That was about 3 a.m. And you
Oh
know,
gosh. That's so
yeah,
sad.
yeah, no, it was a very crazy thing because we had to say goodbye at like 2 o'clock, 3 a.m. and then go to the basement scene location to shoot the bulk of the movie I had to go there
Mm.
in 4 hours. So at that time, I think my mind was like, take this movie very seriously.
Yes.
And then when we got to the basement scene, it kind of dawned on me and through my wife's genius of pushing these actors to be funny. We cast you because you're funny. It became a way more the
Mhm.
levity on set was crazy. It just developed into letting Nicole just go. I'm like, Nicole, nothing. Just go. I'm not just do your thing. And then
Yeah.
she kind of just ignited from there. And that's not to say that she can't do the dramatic stuff because there's a later scene in the basement where she
Mhm.
just blew me away with
Mhm.
how good she is with her
Oh, for
emotions.
sure.
And yeah,
Yes.
I just went off on a huge tangent, but
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Well, I'm very sorry about your dog, but also
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it seems like maybe the filming was a way to get past it and
It's
move
so
on
therapeutic.
and
Yeah.
create something new,
Mm.
which we have with your film Abduct, and she
Sorry,
is
Aaron, I gave you the biggest downer. I'm like, let's talk. I just couldn't not mention it because I think filming is an interesting kind of experience where the
Right.
script you write is not the script you shoot, is not the script the movie you shoot is not, it goes from, it changes so much and has changed so much, especially in the edit.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, and life goes on while you're filming. It doesn't stop. So,
Oh, of course.
things happen. Yeah.
And it's a part of you. You're acting in
Yeah.
it. This you wrote, directed. This was your baby, and then to have that happen
Hmm.
in your real life, of course, some of that's
Yeah.
going to come into play and affect
Yeah.
um, the film. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, well, I guess I do want to say that Nicole's scene in the police
Sorry.
station. I love her exchange with the police officers. I think that was brilliant.
That was her
You,
first scene,
you,
really.
oh,
That was her
really?
first like
Okay.
speaking scene. Um,
First, she plays sarcasm so well.
oh, she's so great.
So good. I wish I had some lines that
That
came to
that that
mind,
that
but
was my friend's so that office was my friend's office in some warehouse, and that was an empty room. I mean, it was bare bones. So we
oh,
had to
really?
everything you see in there we brought in.
It felt
Like,
like a police
yeah.
station.
If
So
you put a bulletproof vest
nicely done.
over here and you put like like a metal lamp and then
Strategic. Yes, yes.
diplomas and stuff, yeah. And the wardrobe sells it too.
Movie movie magic.
Movie magic.
You spoke to this a little bit, but what was it like on set? So it's a lot of fun watching your film. Was it as fun on set? I know there are some serious moments in your film
Yeah.
that come about toward the end, but there's a lot of funny moments as well.
My favorite place, I would say, is being on set and directing these wonderful actors. Like I
Mm.
was so alive and so I'm just trying to get back there. Like being around these comedic genius actors and holding that camera. I'm obsessed with filmmaking, I'm obsessed with cinematography and being the
Yeah.
DP of it was pretty stressful. Like, you know, directing and also, Soderbergh does it, but I'm obsessed with it. I find it to be so just
Mm.
it ignites a part of me that like so for me I was just like so prepared and so I was
I
so
love that.
grateful that everyone showed up because it was like a lot
You're
of actors
here. That's a
yeah a lot
win.
of actors came in and I've known these wonderful people for so long, but like
Mhm.
some actors came in like 2 days before, like and said yes, like 48 hours before they were supposed to show up. And like because we people dropped out because of COVID and got sick, and so then we had to replace them, and it worked out so great. But for me, it was like my mind is on so many things when I'm DPing and directing because I'm focused on exposure and I'm focused on framing, and I'm doing all the sound on set too. So I have all
Wow.
my actors wear iPhones um like this. Basically, there's Barkley right here. Um
Wow.
so you basically flip the phone upside down and have the microphone facing out. So everyone on set has an iPhone on their chest, just so you know. And they have an ace bandage
And
wrapped around. And so I'm controlling the sound so I'm thinking about a
I
hundred
see.
different
I
things.
see.
But
Oh my gosh.
but to answer your question,
Yeah.
when I have a camera on actors, I just love watching. I love hearing their
Mhm.
genius. And so I'm just a giddy little kid when I'm on set. So I was having a blast, even though you wouldn't know it. Like we had just, oh, we were so, de my wife and I were so devastated. It was awful.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
we're on set, none of that exists. We're just having fun and we're just trying to make the day, but we're trying to just get as much as possible in the can. And so I was so happy to be there. It was life changing and life saving for me to be shooting that movie at that time for sure.
Wow. I love that. That's makes it even more powerful, I guess I
Mm,
would say. Um, so you started to speak to this a little bit that you had to wear many hats when
mm.
um, creating this film. Um, my question for you is, what's it like acting and directing? What are the challenges with that? And
Well,
you have a big role in this film, and there's a lot of let's see, a lot of
I tried to not be in it. I
you
really
tried.
did. I really did. It is as difficult as you would imagine.
Hmm.
I really find it difficult, but I also surround myself with really supportive people that can lift me up and help guide me through certain scenes. If you surround yourself with your friends who love you and trust you
Mhm.
and believe in what you're doing, it becomes much easier. I felt like the basement scene was the first scene that I did, obviously coming from what I mentioned with losing our dog a few hours before that. I was like, oh my God, we have this huge scene, this huge sequence. The whole movie takes place in the basement, basically, half of the
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
So I find it to be, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. I think other people probably
Mm.
do it better, much better. Um, and also like I'm focused also on like if I'm on camera, I'm like, who's the DP?
Yeah,
So
who's doing
so
that
so we had
exactly?
basically like my wife who's a genius at filming. She
Mhm.
would shoot the bulk. I mean, she shot a lot of whenever I'm on camera, my wife was shooting, or I had a PA who was really, a friend,
Okay, okay.
a, a few a few takes or a few scenes. I had a DP friend of mine who was gracious, was so kind to be there for a few scenes. And then sometimes I had a PA who's never held a camera before. I was like, all right, I'm gonna line this up and focus it. Just stand where I am. I'm gonna put it on your shoulder. Don't move. And so then I would just do the scene that way. So it's such a, I mean, this thing is taped together with super glue and duct tape, this movie, but it works in my opinion. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it certainly does. Um,
I'm
was
never gonna give
other
you a yes or no answer for anything.
well, no, this is fantastic. I love the answers you're giving. So my next question is, other than the basement, what were some other challenging scenes that you had to film there? Was that
The
actually you rolling down the side of the
Absolutely.
hill? Yeah. And did
Last
you
minute
get hurt?
decision too.
Did you get hurt
Yes.
doing that?
There's
Oh,
a difference between getting hurt and injured. I was not
hmm.
injured. I was hurt. So some of the marks on my body were real.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it was me, and it was a kind of a last minute thing. I was like, we have to. I can't fake this fall. So,
Well,
barefoot.
nicely done. You can add
Thanks.
stunt artist to your resume.
Yes. Thanks. I will say the hardest, that was easy.
Yeah. Okay, that was
Um,
easy.
the
Hmm.
hardest for me was I can't it by far was the hills was shooting Ken Kirby being taken in the hills, was being abducted. And it was like, but the green light was, we had so many
Yes.
working parts. Luckily, I had, I think, four PAs that day. So we're
Okay.
rigging the light in the hill. There's also another light in the hill. So first of all, we have the key light, which is buried in the hills, this huge light we had that I rented.
Yeah.
So making that make sure that we have the correct exposure, which using a Sony A7S III, you can shoot at 12,800 ISO and still get a clean image. So we had the best camera for that, but it was freezing, man. It was so cold up in those hills in
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Santa
Okay.
Clarita.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but so there was the hill stuff, lighting that, and there was a lot of special like lighting gags we had going on at that time, like in the hills, but it was also freezing. And I felt
Mm.
so bad making my actors traverse that terrain, but I was also trying to rush home to my dog. So it was like that was the worst. And
Oh
also
gosh.
it
And at
was I
night,
think
at
it's
nighttime
at
too.
nighttime,
So,
yeah.
mm.
I would say like the that was the hardest because of the dog, and then also for me, I think it's being honest, an honest filmmaker here. I would
Mm.
say the stuff I'm least proud of was the stuff in the hills. I don't think if I had another chance, I would have shot it differently. But those you get what you get. When you're up there and you have no money,
Of
no
course,
help.
of course.
Yeah.
I think it works. It
Thank
worked
you.
for me. I love I love the green light, and I liked your handling of sort of the abduction element. So you don't try to over explain it. You don't. It's just sort of a matter of fact
Hmm.
presentation of what these
Hmm.
characters are witnessing and what they experience, and so I think that was very effective. So c congrats and kudos to for you for what you did there.
Thank
Um,
you. I love
and
the uh, I love the campfire
go ahead.
scene too because that's when they first see
Yes.
it, and I remember,
And they're all like, huh, what's that? Go ahead.
yeah, and I just love their banter. Like again, the comedy and
Mhm.
the improv genius of these actors are what makes it good. I'm
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%. But I remember shooting and I've done this on another movie before too. Like we'll just shoot a master, and then I'll say just keep going, just do the end of the
Mm.
scene, and I'll run and get the reverse of it. But we were shooting that one. This is gonna be so boring, but I remember, and everything's mostly handheld on
I
this, by the
find
way,
it
and it's all on my,
fascinating. Yeah.
yeah, it's all on
Okay.
my shoulder,
Okay.
and so we're shooting, we're just shooting the one take of it, and I remember we're just going, oh shoot, we need the POV from the hills on
Yeah.
them. So
Yes.
I remember
Yeah.
going, just that was not an that was not a close, that was pretty far to run around the entire property up
So
the
you had to
hills.
run all the way
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
It's, it was so fun to do that. But I love that kind of
Price to
like run
pay.
and
Yeah.
gun. I love
Yeah.
that stuff. I love it so much. I love being run and gun. I love handheld, but that was probably pretty boring. But
No, I don't
yeah,
think so.
it was the night stuff. And honestly,
Mm.
we wrote a movie that had a lot of night stuff, the original version of this, but I took it for about a year and a half and whittled it down, and whittled it down, and whittled it down. And then months before
Okay.
shooting, I just was like, let's make this a because I at one point we had I would say from my recollection, the first draft of this was like millions, 3 million, whatever. I would assume it was that much. And then it became a $450,000 movie that I was going to do with a wonderful team in Kentucky. And
Okay.
then it got whittled down to 80,000. And I had a great DP, an amazing DP who was such a lovely human being that was like ushering this film from the beginning, named Matt Lynn. He was incredible.
Mm.
Um, and then I said, you know what? I've shot a no budget movie before. I know how to make a movie for $10,000. Um,
Let's do it.
let's
Yeah.
do it. So I just wrote it very small. That's to say I wrote out as many night scenes as possible because it's
Okay.
so hard. As soon as you shoot anything at night, it becomes a nightmare. But with that camera, it
Mm.
made it much easier. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Long-winded way of
Excellent.
saying night shoots suck.
Night shoots suck. Well, you're not the first person to say that. So,
Yeah.
my next question for you, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but my next question
I'll stay
is
here for
the
hours because I I
hours.
I go on tangents and I don't answer the questions properly. So please keep going.
No, I'm with you. I'm staying with you the whole time. So the comedic elements in your film, they blend nicely with the sci-fi slash horror elements. So I guess I have a general question for you. Why do you think comedy works so well with the sci-fi horror genre?
I think it's like I think people would just want to laugh, you know.
Mhm.
I think you I just the first thing I think of is Edge of Tomorrow. I don't know why. You're surprised how funny that movie is. It's a
Yes.
sci-fi movie, but it's
Yeah,
so
of course.
funny.
It's good. Yes.
I love Tom Cruise. Um, and
Well, and
uh,
Vampire Sucks. It's a
right.
comedy, horror comedy, and I won't
Yeah.
bring it up again. There you go.
It's funny because I don't find Abduct at all to be scary at all. And I'm just being honest. And I think that
Right.
I think people will, if they're looking to have a horror experience,
Mhm.
they might be pleasantly surprised on how psychological it is more and how funny it is.
Yes. Yep.
Exactly.
I would definitely
Um,
say it's more psychological horror. It
mhm.
goes into that realm more than scary horror.
I think it's interesting. It's like there's so many subgenres and genres of like comedic horror. They're also just hard to
Mhm.
do right.
Mhm.
I I specifically wanted to make sure that I wasn't like we weren't doing any slapstick stuff and it wasn't camp. I mean, you could some people may call it campy. It's I tried to stay very far away from
Mhm.
anything campy on this, and I wanted to just be like I want to utilize the improv
Yeah.
from my actors that are very truthful and very funny and very it's so their improv is so realistic and to the given
Yes.
situation. But it's not like for me, I'm allergic to stuff that feels like lines. And I did as
Yes.
much as possible on this. So like I just used things that I could never have written, the stuff that I've
Of
used in the
course.
edit,
Of course. Well, I
most
think
of it.
that's why your film feels so authentic and real because that's like at least what you're telling me now, that's what you ended up using and you let these
Yeah,
very talented actors sort of do what they do best. Um,
yeah.
and I think that's
I
all
tried I tried to. In the beginning, it was like I felt like I was kind of putting restraints on them to stick to the script, and
mm,
then after Barkley and after like just knowing that I had to give them freedom, it became I was like, oh, and especially as a director, like you don't have to use it. So don't say
yeah.
that. Don't when you're filming a scene and you're directing it, don't. Yeah, it might not have been the best take, and it might have been like a little off, but like you don't have to use it. So just go again and see what happens.
It might lead to something even better. So
Yeah.
just sort of rather
Don't
than
say no. Don't say this
rather
is
than
bad.
stu
Let's
yeah,
yeah.
don't say no. Yes, because then you'll ruin the moment, right? The
Mhm.
whatever they're going for, you'll pull them back in, I guess. My next question for you is, how would you describe your film? Maybe using other films like Alien meets Predator, or just a description for those who are watching and have not seen Abduct yet.
It's so close to Alien versus Predator, you wouldn't even know. It's so close to. No, I
So close.
know. I uh I I honestly like I love the movie The Rental. Um it's
Yeah,
really good.
I love that's
I'm
great.
obsessed with
Yes,
that movie. But
so good. Yeah.
originally it was like I say things when I'm pitching it.
Mhm.
It's like the one I love meets like I can't say the movie that it reminds me of because it gives away so many things. But
Okay, okay.
yeah, I would say it's impossible to pitch it. No,
Yes.
it's yeah, it's very hard. I can't
It's
like
hard.
yeah, it's a hard movie to pitch because it's just like it has elements of the thing in it, which is just a group of people being paranoid and fighting for their lives, and it has such a psychological element with
Mhm,
Emma,
mhm.
kind of identity, like a little bit of an invisible, because me and my wife, and I just love Invisible Man, that movie.
Yeah, that's a good
And
one. Mhm.
we love I personally, and I just love a female lead in complete struggle, like Rosemary's Baby, like having like
Mhm.
an identity crisis and kind of like, what is my world? And I mean, I think Nicole
Yes.
captured that brilliantly. Yeah, I can't think of the proper way to
Yeah,
compare it.
I'm struggling too.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you
I
could be
don't
like,
know.
it's like Signs meets The Rental.
Or we could just go back to Alien meets Predator
And I think Alien meets Predator is the closest, personally.
for sure. Yeah.
Honestly, here's what I would say.
Yeah.
The Wolf
Okay.
of Snow
Go for it.
Jim Cummings,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. People listening are like, stop talking over him. Wolf of Snow Hollow, directed by the great Jim
Love that movie.
Cummings.
Yeah.
That was the biggest influence to me, and that's a little bit like Coen Brothers-y meets a werewolf
Mhm.
movie. And I wanted to do a
Yeah.
Coen's brother meets an alien movie. Um, yeah,
Excellent. I
yeah,
love that answer. And
yeah.
Werewolves Within is another good one, speaking of werewolves.
I love that
But
movie too,
yes,
but that's such a different film because Werewolves Within is a little more on the
definitely
campy side,
it is.
whereas
Yes.
yeah, Wolf's No Hollow is funny, but it is dropped a little more in reality.
Serious.
Yeah.
More in reality, and there are definitely some
Shout out to
dramatic,
Jim Cummings.
dramatic
He's
moments.
got
Yes.
I keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
So
It's
go
because I'm
ahead.
excited.
Yeah, no,
Um,
as you should be.
oh God. Shout
What
out
were
to
you
Jim
going?
Cummings. He
Yeah.
we named a character played by the wonderful Jack Plotnick. Everyone cast him in your movies. He's amazing. I did a short film with him called Dog Music years ago. I was in his acting class and I just was like, I need to put him in everything. But he plays Sheriff Jim. And if you see on
Yes.
his name tag, it says uh I think it says Jim Cummings on it. Straight up. And that's like a nod
Yeah,
to Wolf of Snow
actually, now that
Hollow.
you
Yeah.
mention it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and
I'll
oh
have to go
shit.
back and see. I think I missed it, but go ahead.
And I'm obsessed with the show Patriot on Amazon, and I love
Not seen
um
it.
all of
Yeah,
Steve Conrad, his work, and so Officer Conrad is a nod to that director as well. I don't know.
excellent. Excellent. Let's see. I do want to get to the this or that segment, which I gave you a little bit of warning about up front. But my next and last question is where
No.
can I have a few other questions, but
Okay.
one question I want to make sure we cover is I know it's streaming on you can rent it on Prime and it's also on Fossum.
Mm.
Are there other opportunities for those watching to see your film?
So it's on Amazon to rent or buy right now in the US. It's on
Yes.
Amazon Prime in the UK. And in all
Oh, cool.
honesty, like I have a link that works on Fossum and it still plays the movie, but if you go on Fossum, you can't find Abduct. So I don't know if it's on Fossum anymore, but I do
Oh,
still.
well,
Yeah,
IMDb still says Fossum.
if you
So,
click on that link, it sends you to something called Cult Nightmare or something. I have no idea what it's called. But like honestly,
oh,
the link in my Instagram still works. And so you can, yeah, it still works. You can watch it for free on Fossum.tv on the link on my Instagram, but it is on Amazon rent or buy in the US and Amazon Prime UK, which it's got over
okay.
4.1 million minutes streamed on Prime already, which is crazy for a movie that
That's
is so
incredible.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, congratulations. That's
Thanks.
quite an
Thank you.
achievement. Yes, yes. Would you ever, as you can see, I'm all about physical media. Would there ever
Yes,
be
I
a
want to.
physical release? You want to? Yeah.
I
Too soon to say?
No, I want to. So I see other people. I don't know what company I'm looking at them and I really want physical media for the DVD. Without question.
Awesome.
I was like, should I do something with VHS as well and a DVD? The
Oh,
answer is completely yes. I want to do a VHS and a DVD. So I have to
excellent.
figure that out, but I will do it. And I'll
Okay,
let you know as
okay.
soon as it
Well, keep
happens.
me updated. Yes, because I'll
Yes.
definitely get a copy. That's fantastic. Let's see. So let's get right into this or that. So I ask you two things. Usually it's kind of fun, and in most cases, there's no right or wrong answer. So I'll leave it at that. The first one I have for you is Avatar or Dune?
It's got to be Avatar, but only because I love James Cameron and I feel like for inspiration,
Yeah.
just watching Terminator 1 is my brother Vincent and I always watch when we're together and constantly send each other memes and text messages and quotes from
Mhm.
Aliens. But like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yes.
True Lies, Aliens. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah. How could
think,
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
listen, it's not the cool kid answer because the cool kid answer would be Dune because
The
it's
spice and the worms and
masterpiece. But for my love of James Cameron, we go with Avatar.
Avatar. I have to ask, did you like the sequel, the Avatar sequel?
I left the movie theater. I got so sick
Oh,
because
you didn't like
I
it, or
got
you had a?
so motion sickness. It's
Oh
become a
my
problem in
gosh!
my yeah, it's become such a problem for me. I get car sick, I get motion sickness. I couldn't finish it. So I never finished.
Wow.
I got
Well, you
so
must
motion sickness.
you must be happy that found footage films don't do the shaky cam as much as they did
Sure.
like in the first
Yeah.
Blair Witch. Let's see. So, do you prefer coffee on set or an energy drink?
Both.
Both.
So
There you go.
we had a full array of La Colombe. I love those La Colombe canned coffees. So
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I can't remember what the energy drink is. So I would say when you're filming, have a steady supply of both.
Of both. I like that. Makes sense too. Okay, back to movies. I got some sci-fi here. Fire in the Sky or
Yes,
Splice?
that.
Fire in the Sky. There you
Yep.
go. Um,
Whatever you were gonna say, it's always fair. See, that
it's
also
always
like
Fire in the Sky. Yes, it's hard to even
that is
compare that. I don't know
yeah.
what's a comparable
That
film,
ruined my
but
childhood. I had nightmares about that movie. But there's a scene and I tried and but you know when you're shooting in your garage and
yeah.
you want to make it as fast as possible. Like the alien abduction scene
Mhm.
was inspired by Fire in the Sky in some ways because that was a
Awesome.
terrifying movie. Yeah.
Oh, sure. It deserves more attention.
Mhm. The bigger
Let's
budget of
see.
Abduct, the bigger version of Abduct was very, I had so many plans of really
Something
honoring that
similar.
scene, especially with the eye and just like it.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
gosh.
man, you can't do that with no money. You can't do that with no money.
Yikes. Yikes. Well, what you don't see perhaps is the best then.
Yeah.
But there you
Pull
go.
the Jaws. I
Um,
pulled the Jaws.
yes, yes. Let's see. Back to movies. Species or The Fly?
The Fly.
Cronenberg's The Fly. The Fly,
No
yeah,
question.
for
Jeff
sure.
Goldblum's a genius.
Yeah, I love that movie.
He's
One of the best
genius.
love and horror movies too. Yeah,
I know.
genius too, for sure. Oh, I got more movies here. Jacob's
Yes.
Ladder or The Sixth Sense?
The Sixth Sense, without a doubt.
Hmm.
I truth be told, I've never seen Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, it's very
But
good.
I have to see it. But I am upset. I know he has his he divides his audience with his movies. I'm a huge M.
Mhm.
Night Shyamalan fan. Massive.
Yeah.
I have seen oh my God.
Oh
His
gosh, I'm
Josh
not sure where you're gonna go, but yeah.
his Josh Hartnett movie. I have seen that so many times with my wife. I've seen it like 12 times.
Which one
Um,
is that?
I mean, the
Which one
fact
is
that
that?
I'm
Signs? Which one is that?
oh, the
I'm
Josh
drawing a
Hartnett
blank.
serial killer movie. How am I blanking on this? It's
Oh,
because I'm on the
with
spot.
like the Taylor Swift concert movie.
Trap.
Right? Trap. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Oh
I
my
love that
God,
movie.
you're a
Yeah,
fan of that? Yeah.
love that movie. But obviously, Sixth Sense
Yeah.
has a part of I compare it to Abduct in a way, not in the filmmaking, just the core idea that that you can't really show. There's a thing that happens in
Yes.
Abduct that is kind of similar, where
To
eh,
six.
only
I
in
can see
spoiler,
the comparison. Yes.
only in
Yes.
spoiler world.
Well,
But yeah, I could gush
I'm
about M. Night all the
intrigued.
time.
I'm intrigued, and I've seen the senior film.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, I mean, some of his movies are fantastic. The others, maybe not as much,
No,
but
no, no. I mean, no,
I
listen,
can,
we know Happening isn't good.
yeah,
But we love
right.
all I love him for who he for the filmmaker. He makes everything
Mhm.
seem like a big I mean, I remember seeing The Village in Times Square and just being blown away. Like I just love
Yeah,
his big
style and
because Jordan
yeah.
Peele does the same thing. When you're watching a Jordan Peele movie, you're like, this is a movie, and so does Ryan Coogler. Like
Mhm.
I just saw Sinners, and I
Mhm.
was like, I am obsessed with Sinners. I
So
think it's
good. It's so
on
good.
this road trip we
I
listen to the
can't wait to
soundtrack. Oh,
rewatch Sinners. Oh,
it's
the
yeah,
music is unbelievable, and the fact that it plays such a major role in Sinners, I think phenomenal.
yeah.
Anyway, we could talk about this forever. Where am I? Um, Simulation gone wrong or human subjects in a futuristic experiment?
One more time.
Kind of a kind of a random. Simulation gone wrong
Simulation gone wrong.
or
Okay.
human subjects in a futuristic experiment.
That one. This is the last one. I love
There's so much you could
um
do with that. Yeah, me too.
there's this wonderful indie called Double Blind that came out
Mhm.
a few years. You should watch that. It's
I
really
don't think
good.
I've seen it. Yeah,
I love test subject movies. Kind of
yeah.
like because that's you get a group of people and you mess them up. Like
See what
that's my favorite.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a German film called Das Experiment, which is excellent. I think it
Hmm.
was remade into an American version, but the German one is so good and based on
Have you?
true story. I can't think of what the actual experiment
I'm
was
gonna write that
called.
down.
But
What is it called? Das
Das.
Experiment. Have you seen Cube?
Oh, I love Cube. Yeah, that's
Just
so
watched
good.
that for the first time. I
Yes.
love that movie, and I love the movie Exam as well. Obviously, it's not sci-fi, but
Mm.
anytime you can get a group of people in a, and and then we're going further away from sci-fi, but Devil, produced by M. Night Shyamalan,
Yeah, yep.
also
That's a good one.
contained. Love it.
Yes.
More
Yes. All right.
questions,
We're
please.
never going to
I
get
feel like
through
I never.
this
I do
list
it.
here.
Do it.
All
Be
right.
a 3 hour
Movies
thing.
again.
Yeah.
Blade Runner or RoboCop?
Oh God. Oh shoot. I'm gonna go with RoboCop.
I think I would too. That's fun. Although I love them both, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
I
I
just
had the action
rewatched that
figures.
recently. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I just rewatched it recently. It's actually it holds up pretty well. I mean, some of the effects, not so much, but mostly it's really good.
I like it because I've just revisited it so many times, especially behind the scenes stories, and I love that era of
Mhm.
filmmaking and Paul Verhoeven's just hearing stories about how he was
Yeah,
how he operated on set. And I love that kind of stuff. I mean, I RoboCop because I had the action figures for sure. So that's my
yeah.
answer.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Let's see. Time loop horror or split personality horror?
Um, God, they're both so good. Um, Split person. I mean, are we going to talk about Split? Is that what we're
There's
going to talk about?
split. There's identity. That's a good
Oh,
one. Um,
oh, Identity, dude. James
so good,
Mangold,
right?
incredible. I
The
mean,
motel, the whole motel
yeah,
setting,
I'm
Psycho,
writing my next one that's
nods.
very similar to Identity.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Keep me
but
updated on that. That's
yeah.
awesome.
What's the first one that you asked? The first, there was two
Time
comparisons.
loop horror, like Groundhog Day. But as soon as I said it, I'm thinking, what's a good
Happy Death
time?
Day.
Happy Death Day, yes. That stupid happy
That's
birthday
so much
song.
fun.
I love that movie. Yeah. I think they're doing a third one.
Hmm.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
Um, okay, three more. A Quiet Place or Cloverfield?
Shit, man. Oh shit. Um, I'm saying that because I have such a soft spot for Quiet Place.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
but again, I love that director. I love Cloverfield. Okay, okay. You can hear it, and I kind of stole from it, but technically it's Predator. You can hear in Abduct. I don't know if you heard that, but it's very. I'll just say Quiet Place, just because it has the clicking sound, and I put that in Abduct, but it's me making the sound, so I
Oh,
can't get sued.
okay, good. I did
Two
not notice,
places:
but
when she's in the bathroom, and then
yeah,
when she's going up the hill for the first time. That's when you hear it.
I'll have to go back and check that out. I think I
No,
missed
don't.
it.
You watch it
Um,
40 times. Don't watch it anymore.
don't watch it again. Okay, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be on my rewatch list at least. Okay, two more. Arrival or Independence Day?
Oh man. Again. Um, let's just say I just read both of Barry Sonnenfeld's books.
Okay.
And so I'm a huge Men in Black fan, which means I'm also a fan of Will Smith in that time period. And I think,
Mhm.
well, let's just say Independence Day, because it's a more fun movie in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's a blast, and everyone watches it every July. I
But it's
usually
got
put it
Jeff Goldblum
on.
in it, so another
And
fly.
Jeff Goldblum,
Another
fantastic.
fly
Yes. Oh
shout
my
out.
gosh, I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. It's like
His acting
was
is
it
so
the
good.
yeah,
His
he's so
acting is so
yeah,
good. I love him.
very
Jeff Goldblum's
talented.
the best.
It's like 5 degrees of Jeff Goldblum.
Hmm.
Okay, last one.
No.
Jaws 1975 or Halloween 1978.
Oh, jeez. It's so cute, my dog. I can hear him trying to get in. I love you, Theo. Hold on. Daddy's almost done. He should come in so you can see him.
What kind of a dog is it?
Okay,
Is he?
it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, sure, grab him.
See, come here, Theo. Come here. Let me take off your collar so they don't know where we live. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh
my
my boy.
gosh.
Oh my boy. I know, sweetheart. It's a little weird.
Wow.
It's a little weird. People are gonna see you kiss my
He's a
mouth.
little guy,
That's
medium
Theo.
sized. Yeah.
Yep. My best friend in the world, Theo.
That's
Say hi,
amazing.
say hi to my no, sweetheart. Daddy's working.
Oh my God,
Okay,
he's so cute.
he's so sweet.
What did I
Theo,
add? Jaws or Halloween? See if Theo has an opinion.
Theo, what do you think? I think God, Jaws is a masterpiece.
Mm,
There's nothing better than that movie. That is a
absolutely.
perfect film, as
Yes.
Tarantino said. I think I'm going to stay on brand here and say Halloween.
Excellent
Um,
choice. That's my favorite movie. So
I
there
remember
you
seeing that and I saw that I did like the 8 week like New York Film Academy directors
go. Oh yeah, yeah.
workshop,
Okay. Okay.
and they were like make a film at the end of it, and I like kind of just was obsessed with Halloween at that time in my life. I was young and just loved everything Carpenter. And so yeah, I made like a film kind of based off Halloween. So it's definitely Halloween.
Me
Although
too.
very
Me too.
tough choice between the
Tough.
masterpiece that
I
is Jaws.
yes, of
But
course.
another thing with Jaws is like the stories on set and the I love that stuff. I'm obsessed with hearing about behind the scenes stuff, like the drama and like how it was made, and just that's it. Spielberg's a genius. I
And
love Duel. Just gonna
how
say
it all came
Duel.
together.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And
Duel for life.
50 years, recently, 50-year
What?
anniversary.
Oh my
Yeah, isn't that
God.
crazy? Crazy. All right, Chris. Well, this has been fantastic.
Uh,
Congratulations again on Abduct. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. It's fantastic. Um, Incredible. I loved it. Let's see. One last question for you. How can folks find you on social media
oh,
if you want to be found?
my Instagram is at Chris Riggi, and Abduct is at Abduct Film on Instagram. And I think that's maybe on,
Yes.
I mean, I don't really have much of a TikTok or X presence, but yeah, that's just me on Instagram.
Awesome. I'll flash that across the screen and I'll put it in the description.
Aaron, thank you.
Let's,
Seriously, thank you so much. I talked over you a million times. Your viewers would probably
I
hate
don't
me
think you
for
did
it.
at all.
Thank you so much.
I feel
Seriously, this
like
is
I
very
talked
sweet.
over you a little bit too. See, I'm doing it right now.
No,
Let's
My
see.
ADD. It's my ADD. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, no, you're good, man. This was a blast. Let's see. So if you are watching, like and subscribe because it helps our channel. And Chris, one last time, thank you so much for chatting with me today, and congrats on Abduct.
It was my pleasure, man. Thank you. This has been amazing. Thank you.
Agreed. Bye, everyone.
Bye.